my aim is to represent my country in international grounds. I want to go to the Olympics.
Hello and welcome. My name is Mohammad Shoaib, and today we are joined with Miss Amairah Chadha, the 13-year-old who recently bagged two medals in the Junior National Equestrian Championship, which was held in Delhi. Amairah has previously won the title of Grand Champion Under 10 and Under 12 at IDDL in 2018. She recently met the Union Minister Kiren Rijiju and is joining us for a casual conversation. Hi, Amairah. Hi, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I am great. So, Amairah, you recently won such a prestigious championship. Tell us about your feelings. What were you feeling when you won this championship?
Well, when I heard that our team came third, it was like a big opportunity to stand there and get the medal. It was a really good experience. It was overwhelming. I was like really happy.
In this championship, there were over 150 athletes that were joining you. Did you feel some sort of pressure when you were participating in this?
Well, I did, because like all these riders are really really good, and competing against them did put a little pressure on me. Just getting there to nationals was a big thing.
How did you get into the sport, and what was it that appealed to you about the sport?
So since I was a child, I've always loved horses.
Okay.
At the age of 5, I started riding, and well, riding horses usually just makes me happy. So I just got into it, and then I wanted to get into competitive riding. So I joined BRF, which is Bia's riding facility, and my coach, Bia Vora, she taught me a lot and has gotten me through so many competitions, and she's the reason I've actually gotten into nationals, and the experience riding and all of that has happened all because of her.
What are the tournaments that you're eyeing?
So my aim is to represent my country in international grounds. I want to go to the Olympics, and nationals. I'm aiming for a gold individual.
So you also recently met the sports minister, Mr. Kiren Rijiju. Can you tell us what did you talk about? What was your conversation like?
So I asked him to help the sport, like to increase the sport, like help the sport in our country. And he assured me of his help in promoting the equestrian sport in Delhi and also the country. He really encouraged me, and I look forward making him proud. I talked to him about the problems that we face, like the sport itself faces. Like in Delhi, there are not many facilities for riding.
Okay.
And like if you want to import horses from outside, the duty is really expensive.
Okay.
So it was mainly that, but the minister assured us that he would try his best to fix these problems.
While we're at it, can you tell us about some general problems that a person or someone who's practicing or who's getting into the sport would face?
Um, During competitions, horses have to travel state to state, and sometimes in the highways and some areas, the local police really they stop the horses in the middle. Then all of that causes a lot of confusion. So it takes extra time to reach the place. So that's another problem that we face.
So, how do you manage your studies with the preparation for the sport? Like, how are you managing both the things?
So since the pandemic, it's been a little easier. But usually I ride 7 times a week.
Okay.
In the evenings. In the mornings, I go to school. And like when I have homework and a lot of schoolwork to do, I usually do it before I go riding and sometimes even after. And then, like weekends, I go in the mornings, and in the evenings, I finish all my schoolwork. My mother has helped me balance my school with my riding.
So, who are your inspirations and heroes in the sport?
So, my inspiration, my idol in the sport is Charlotte,
Okay.
and she is a really good rider. She broke the world record in dressage, and I want to be like her one day. And my coach is also my
Oh.
idol.
Can you tell us about some difficulties that you faced while preparing for this championship around the time when there's a pandemic? So, was COVID affecting your preparation?
Well, at the beginning, there was a lockdown, so the first 2 3 months I couldn't go for riding, which like impacted my practice. But the pandemic honestly didn't do that much. Thankfully, I went for riding. I came back. I practiced. But my practice time got cut short because of the time. Uh, I practiced now for 1.5 hours.
Okay.
Otherwise, the pandemic didn't do that much.
How do you spend your time when you're not practicing and you're not studying?
So when I'm not practicing and not studying, I usually like baking.
Oh, what do you bake?
Well, brownies, cookies, cakes, my three favorites. I play with my dog, Messi.
Okay.
I I watch some movies on Netflix.
If you had to choose any other sport apart from equestrian, what would it be?
Well, I never really thought about it. Swimming.
Swimming. You good at it?
Well, I haven't swum in a long time, but I usually enjoy it because it's
Okay.
fun. So that's like one thing I would like to do, if not horse riding.